Good morning, boys and girls. We are on May 5th, which is actually tomorrow. We had that holiday on Monday the 13th, I believe, and for some reason I think students still work that day. So we're a day ahead right now. So May 5th is tomorrow, but we're going to go ahead and go over a couple of these problems. These are just basic addition. Some of these do have where you need to carry, and then we also have subtraction, and I'll do one, see if there's one with regrouping. I don't think there is actually on this one. This is all just review, pretty easy peasy. So you always start in the ones column, and you're going to add your 4 plus 2, which would be 6. And then go over to the tens column, 8 plus 3, 8, 9, 10, 11. Bring down your 1, 11, the ones place, and bring up the 10. And then, which would be the 1, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is 916. As far as the subtraction goes, it's just basic subtraction as well. So we'll just go on to this one. 3 take away 2. I have 3. 2 go away. There's 1 left. I have 5. I take 4 away. There's 1 left. And 6 take away 1 would be 5. And you know, there's no using fingers, using toes, using manipulatives, drawing pictures. All of those things are great, but eventually you're going to have to get really good at this and do it quickly, because the math gets much more challenging in 4th grade. You have more numbers you're subtracting, and I would advise all students to be working on flashcards and practicing their addition, subtraction facts if they don't have those down. All right, so add and subtract the number at the top to each of the numbers in the left column. All right, so they want you to take 125 and add it to 111. So you could just show your work here. 125 plus 111, and then you would just do your addition. Ones column, when I add 5 and 1, I get 6. Tens column, when I add 2 and 1, I get 3. And hundreds, I have 2 hundreds. So this would be 236. So it's an input-output table. When I take this and add it here, this is what I get. So then you're going to do the same thing here. Take this and add it to this number and put your answer here. Okay? Don't forget on this one, when you line up your tens and ones, don't put your 9 under your 1, because that would be 900. Make sure that 95 is in the tens and ones column, and then you can add that up. So 5 plus 5 is 10. Bring down the 0, that's in the ones place. Bring up the 1 in the tens place. 9 and 1 is 10 again, and 2 more is 12. Bring down the 2, carry the 1, and then you would have 220. And then you would do the same thing here. Again, you need to make sure, I'm not going to do this one for you because I'm looking at it, and I really want you to make sure that you're putting 50 in the correct place. So please, parents, have the kids practice this. So the 5 is not under the 2. The 5 needs to be under your 0, and 0 needs to be under 0. All right, because I saw that in some of the work, students were having trouble with that. So I'm going to go down to this one instead. They want you to subtract 275 from 786. I need to put the big number on top, so put your 786 on the top and your minus sign, and 275 down below. 6 take away 5 is 1, 8 take away 7 is 1, 7 take away 2 is 5. So then you would write 511. The same thing with this next problem. You always put the big number on the top. You cannot subtract the little number from the big number. So start with your big number and then take away 275. And you notice it didn't matter when we were adding up here which number went top or bottom. But subtraction, to find the difference, it does make a difference if you don't put the right number in the right place. 5 take away 5 is 0. Okay, now this is a regrouping. 5 take away 7. I can't do it. There's more on the floor. So I go next door to my top neighbor's door and I knock and say, hey, can I borrow a cup of flour? And That's a really nice neighbor. They say, oh, sure, so give me a cup of flour, and I'm going to add that cup to 10 cups to the 5 I already had, basically, is what I'm doing. I'm bringing over a 10. 15 take away 7. It's a near double. 7 plus 7 is 14. 1 more is 15, so that's 8. 4 take away 2 is 2, so 280. So 2 of those are done for you. I would like you to do these input-output tables. Remember, subtraction starts with a big number. Line up your 10s and 1s. Addition doesn't matter what you add, but you're adding this number to this number first, answer here, this number to this number, and answer here. Same thing here, subtract this number from this number, answer here, subtract this number from this number, answer here. All right, we're moving on to the math task. Peyton and Presley discuss addition. Peyton says, I can solve 47 plus 65, and he showed this strategy. He said, 47 plus 65 equals 100 plus 12, and that is equal to 112. Presley said, that doesn't make sense. Explain why that works. Draw a diagram to show Peyton's thinking. So we're going to see some of these problems in the next few days, and this is getting you ready for these types of problems. And we did a lot of practice in class, boys and girls, but it has been a while. So I would take off the answer, and I would add this side and see if it balances and is equal to this side. So that's what I want you to do. It says draw a diagram, actually. Drawing a picture like this is fine. Diagram means just draw a picture. Okay. You could draw 10s and 1s and explain the way Peyton was thinking. And then they want you to explain Peyton's strategy and why it works. Why did this work? When I add these together, what do I get? And is that the same as when I add these numbers together? If they are equal and balanced, clearly it's saying that her strategy is correct down here. You need to explain why it worked. What did she do up here? What did she do to get the 100? What did she do to get the 12? Well, as I'm looking, I'm seeing the 4 plus the 6 together is 10, right? And then I also see the 7 plus the 2 is 12. So it had something to do with the 10s and the 1s. Looks like maybe she added the 1s together and she added her 10s together. When you add 10s, you got to add back on that 0, right? Because that would be like 40 plus 60. So maybe that's another way to explain it. Maybe 40 plus 60, she figured that out, and then she took that answer and she added it on to the, 7. 7 plus 5. Maybe she added that on to 7 plus 5. So that could be a way of showing your work as well. She added the 10s together, and then she added the 1s together. All right, I want you to finish this and explain why this works. All right, boys and girls, I hope this helps you for math, May 5th math, Tuesday math, and I hope you have a mindful day. Please ask me any questions you might have. I will be posting assignments in Class Dojo this afternoon, so you'll have those assignments for the week. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.